find out from you, in your past, you've been a judge for quite a while now. 3 incidents, 3 occasions where, in your own view, in your own work, that independence has been under threat, and how you've been able to surmount that.
There are 3. I beg your pardon. Could I ask for a reclarification? You are talking about 3 events that occurred?
Yeah, I mean, you see, we're talking about, in practical terms, how you're going to secure and safeguard this independence. And you should be able to say that on this occasion, I was in these circumstances, my personal independence was under attack. As a judge, I was able to surmount it. I mean, because it's only from that that we can say that if tomorrow you are called by the president on an issue, you will be able to say no to it. I'm just giving that as an example. I'm not saying the president has called anybody, you know. And because your judges must be assured that you can protect them, that if they are called by any person, you will be able to protect them.
Absolutely. Thank you for the clarification. I have never been called by anyone in my 17 years to do this or that. And I presume it is because of the reputation, the solid reputation I built as being a completely impartial judge, as never succumbing to any notions of helping people accept in my work as a judge based on the facts and the law before me. So that doesn't happen. But yes, there have been threats to our individual independence. And the 2 instances that I can cite is one, threats by the press itself. Because oftentimes the press will be very adverse and very negative about a judgment that you've rendered because it's not a popular judgment. And that has happened on a number of occasions. I do not believe that a judge should descend into the arena of a fight with the press or with the people because a judge speaks through his judgment. And I believe that the Department of Public Affairs is the one that can provide clarifications where clarifications are necessary. The second area is, unfortunately, cartels that have just developed around the judiciary, and somehow or the other find every method to intimidate judges through writings in the press, through making a lot of noise on TV, giving addresses on radio, those kinds of things. And the intent obviously is to either intimidate a judge, and in cases that I've done, to intimidate me, or to find a way to get a ruling in their favor. I assure you today and always, it has never succeeded. That's why among some of the cartels, or perceived cartels, I am enemy number 1. And you can see that in the huge articles about me, especially leading up to the process of these interviews.
My second last question. Section 79 of the Public Finance Management Act provides that if you're a public officer, national resources have been placed under your charge, you will make sure that those resources are applied in a manner that is lawful and is authorized, but also in a manner that is transparent, economical, effective, and efficient. Now, in the judiciary, the chief registrar is the accounting officer, and you will be a public officer, head of the judiciary. In practical terms, how do you make sure that the finances that are voted for the judiciary are managed in a manner that I've specified, so that there's no hemorrhage, there's no pilferage?
Well, fortunately, I will have 11 other people with me to monitor and to keep an eye on what's going on, but my own view is that there must be very strong internal audit systems. We need to strengthen our internal mechanisms and build bulwarks against possible misuse of public funds, clearly knowing, as we do, that we're accountable. The Chief Justice is accountable, the JSC is accountable. We're all accountable for the monies, for the public funds that we receive, and we must use them for the purpose for which they were given. And I think the one strong way of doing that would be to develop strong accounting and auditing functions within the judiciary, within the administration, so that we're given very regular reports. We also might be able to commission outside consultants. I would encourage the use of, to borrow expertise, to buy expertise from consultants outside of the judiciary to continue helping us monitor the funding.
So this is my last area. Beyond the JTF, Judicial Transformation Framework, and beyond the Judicial Strategic Plan, what is your vision for this institution? Where would you want this institution to be, in practical terms, in the next 5 years?
I really would want to continue seeing this institution to be a symbol of justice to the common man, to be an independent institution where people can come freely and feel safe and secure in the dispensation of justice here. I would like to see an institution, because we're living in the digital world, to respond to the digital world and get online as quickly as possible in areas where we're not online. For example, one very important practical step that I'd wish to take with the JSC is to get the entire registry system digitized in a way that the filing of cases in courts can take place at any time, 24/7, 365 days online without anyone ever having to come here. Payments are made online, filing is done online, service is served online, and we're truly a digital institution. That will also help reduce corruption in the registry and in the institution. I want to see the automatic recording system that the JSC has recently piloted in the commercial division and the family division, I think, in the Milimani, rolled out as quickly as possible, because we probably are the last country on earth where judges are still writing in longhand. It is extremely a bad reflection on us, because, and I'm happy it has now happened. It is a pilot project. It is happening at Milimani. But this is not such a complicated project that we should have waited for 50 years to implement, and having implemented, we're still not ready to roll out. One of my top priorities is to get judges off the pen and